that is the end of the test, Rita. Really pleased to tell you passed.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. Hope you all are keeping safe. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you all my UK driving license experiences. So stay tuned and watch this video till the end. It could be useful to you. Yes, as the title suggests, I failed more than 5 times in my UK driving test. Now here in today's video, I'll be sharing with you all the mistakes which I made during my driving test. So if you're living in UK and if you're going to give your test in future, you can actually watch this video. It will be helpful to you. Now to say something about myself, I am born and brought up in India and I moved to UK a few years back. Back in India, I had my Indian driving license and I was driving my car. So driving is not something very new to me. So after coming here, I was really excited and I wanted to get my driving license as soon as possible. So first thing is you need to give your theory exam. So for preparing theory, just immediately after coming, within 2 months, I think I gave my theory test and I passed it. So if you just log on to Google and search for DVLA website and check for the UK theory test question papers or the models, you'll get lot of websites wherein you get different types of questions, everything. You can practice a lot. Now there's no shortcut to success. You have to prepare very well. So I prepared very hard for my theory exams as well, because initially I took it very easy. It's just normal road signs and symbols, everything. I thought I'll pass. But as I was going through the questionnaire and everything, I found that it's a bit tricky, because same type of questions sometimes they'll ask you in a different way and you have to know the answers, everything. So I gave my theory and I passed. Even the hazard perception, a lot of people say it's difficult, but I found it easy, because if you start practicing online, you'll get to know how to identify the hazard and just mark it. So I found it very easy. In fact, I scored more marks in hazard perception. So immediately after passing my theory test, my husband actually booked for the driving classes with an instructor. Initially, we were in London, we were in North Harrow. So the Pinner test center was very near to me. So we booked my driving lessons, and since driving was not very new to me, I was very confident that once I drive through the roads, I'll get to know driving and I can give my test. So initially, after booking 25 classes or something, I took lessons with her, 2 hours at a stretch in a day, and I became very confident. Then I booked my first test. My driving instructor, what she told me was I need to at least wait for 6 to 8 months to know the area well and only then go for the driving test. But I thought I know the area well. I didn't take it much seriously. So immediately I booked my test and I went for the test. To be really honest with you, the first test went really well. And till the end of the test, I didn't make any mistakes. I hardly got 4 or 5 minors. At the end of the test, there was a right junction. There was a junction where I had to take right turn. So at the right junction, now that was a 40 miles road and a car was coming from far. I've seen it, but you know, you have the typical attitude inside where in India you drive, you just take your car and go. You won't wait for the other person. So I was having that still in me. I just took my car and went, even without noticing that the examiner is sitting beside me. And when I went, the other person was coming on 40 miles speed and they horned at me. So that was a major mistake and I failed. One major is enough to fail you. So like that was my first mistake. So my instructor told me you need to know the area very well first. It's true actually, when you move from a different country, you need to understand how the system here works. You should know the area, the lanes, how the right lane, left lane, where it is, and you know, the roundabout signals and everything. You should have at least a minimum knowledge, because suddenly they'll take you through. Even it's true, even if you know a lot of areas and everything, still on the test day you might get a new route. But still, if you drive a lot through those similar roads, you'll have some idea. So what happened is, like, because I didn't have much idea, Indian roads are different. The traffic signal and the roundabouts, everything is different over there. Here it's different. And here people follow the rules. Like at roundabout, you have to give priority for people coming from right. They wait and they give priority. So you have to take everything into your mind, especially when you move from other countries. So it took a lot of time for me to actually understand and learn things here. Otherwise, my driving was okay. So the first test went like that, and the second test I thought I'll prepare very well and I'll start observing, I'll wait at the right junctions, everything. But in the second test, I actually got failed in the beginning of the test itself. That's because if you know the Pinner Test Center, as you come outside, you have double junctions over there, and I had to take a right again. So I waited, I was doing lot of observation, everything initially. Again, that was some school hours or something. So there was traffic on the road. So we waited and I was doing the observation. But before taking off, I knew the road was clear over there. So just before moving, I didn't give another check towards the left. So the examiner marked it as a major and he actually failed me in the beginning of the test, which I came to know at the end. So I did everything well. I was wondering what actually, what was my mistake. So he told me that's a major mistake. You didn't check just before starting off. Like that, I was making these kind of small mistakes, which I felt small, but for the examiner, they were like major mistakes. Now here in UK, what they do is they give lot of priority for observations, safety, both your safety and also the other road users' safety. So when you drive, you need to drive very carefully. Now after this, we actually moved to Yorkshire. Now Yorkshire is again far from London. So after moving here again, it's a new place, new roads, everything is quite challenging here for me. Now if you're an experienced driver and if you're very confident about the place, it will be easy for you. It doesn't actually matter which road, where and everything. But for somebody like me, I have to adjust. It takes a lot of time for me to adjust. So again here when I joined a driving school, they told me it will take another 6 months or something. In the meanwhile, my theory test was getting expired. Normally when you give your theory exam, you will have 2 years of validity. So my theory got expired and again I have to go for my second theory. And I passed again. After that I joined the driving school and I was learning. But the instructor told me I need to take at least 1 year lessons with her and only then she'll take me for the test. So I thought we'll just practice in our car because Joe's had his second car and the first car he left it for me. He insured it and we were practicing in our own car. During the weekends we used to go, and after started practicing in our car, I felt more confident. So what you can do is if you have your car at home, you can actually insure it. Even though you don't have your driving license, as a provisional with the provisional driving license, you can insure your car even on your name. And if your partner is already having 3+ years of driving license, then he can actually monitor you. So we were practicing in our car and I felt much better and more confident because you'll be spending a lot of money with these driving schools. They charge you a lot actually. So if you have your own car, it's quite easy for you. You can go on a regular basis with your partner anywhere around UK and start practicing. And nowadays they even made a new rule that learners can actually practice even on the motorways. During our time, we didn't have that. You can't go on the motorways, just other roads. So you can actually practice even on the motorways with your partner, which is quite good. So the second thing is if you have a car, do use it, insure it on your name and start practicing more and more during the weekends and whenever it's possible. It improves your confidence. So the next test when I went, everything went on very well. But there was a junction, there was a stop junction. Now here at the stop junction, you have to definitely stop the car even if there is no traffic. So I had to take a left, and the stop junction, the board was actually covered with some trees and all, so it was not very clearly visible. But still it will be written on the road, you have to observe it. So the examiner was sitting beside me and he was waiting for me to stop at the stop junction. I slowed down my car, but I was rolling down. Since there was no vehicle, nothing, no pedestrians also crossing, I just went away. So after passing that junction, the examiner shouted at me, "Rita, why did you not stop at the stop junction? That was a stop junction." Oh God, I thought that was a major again. So if you don't stop at a stop junction, it's a major. They don't pass you. So I had to fail my test again because I just did stop at the stop junction, which was really pathetic. Now I was getting every day demotivated again and again. Back home, when I come back, Aryan used to ask me, "Did you pass your test?" He used to look at my expression and say, "No, I didn't pass." So I used to feel very sad even to tell my friends and back home my family. So during these times, my husband used to support me a lot, and he used to take me out more and more for driving and say, It's not really important when you pass your test, but it's important that how confident you're becoming day by day. So I have a car now, I'm practicing it. Only thing, I need to get my license and I should start using it on my own. So when I actually get my driving license, I should be able to take the car out and I should be able to drive on my own without my partner or without the examiner or instructor, anybody. A lot of people say if you book your test on the weekends, especially on Saturdays and Sundays, in the early hours, you'll definitely pass because the traffic is very less and you can drive through easily. But if there's no traffic, then you have to do a lot of driving. But still, a lot of people manage to pass when they book. I never booked my test during the weekends. I normally booked it during the working days itself. Now my final test, which I passed, I booked it during the school hours. It was in the morning, 8:45 or something, the first thing in the morning. Actually wanted to book it at 11 o'clock or something, but we had the slot availability during that particular time, 8:45. And I thought, I already tried at 11 o'clock or something and I failed actually because I didn't stop at a stop junction. I thought, let me try even at this time now, school hours. If I have to pass, I'll pass if I'm more careful. The thing is, if you actually book your test during your school hours or office hours, you will definitely have a lot of traffic on the road, but you will have less driving comparatively because you have to do a lot of observation work in the mirrors. You have to keep checking who's crossing your way, who's trying to change lanes, what's happening around. So you need to be more cautious during those particular hours. But you will have a lot of waiting in the queues and in the traffic. The time will be wasted. So comparatively, you'll have less driving. So I understood this logic, and when I went on the road that day, I was much prepared. I was really cool, and I started driving. Again, since it was school hours and it was raining as well, there was traffic in between. But after that, they took me to a different lane. So after driving, it became much more smoother, and I got into the flow. Again, I was doing everything, my regular checks and stuff, and finally when I came back, she told me I passed my test. I was really happy. I was waiting to hear this for a long time. So that was the biggest moment in my life actually, to know that I passed my UK driving test, that too for manual driving. Now a lot of people, they go for automatic driving because it's much easier, and they try to get their test, their pass certificate much faster. But I wanted to do this manual driving itself because my both cars were manual, and it's always, I feel manual driving is more comfortable for me. So I went for it and finally I got it. I really felt happy. So if you're confident and if you know driving, then the time doesn't matter, because whether you book at the school hours in the morning or even in the evening, it actually doesn't matter to you. You will go, you will do it with confidence, and you will definitely win it. So trust my words, and if you're also preparing for your driving theory or practical exams, work hard and have faith in yourself, have faith in God, do some meditation, improve your focus, and start working out. You will definitely win. Coming to the tips, as I told you, there is no shortcut for success. You have to work hard. Now, let it be theory or practical, you have to prepare well and go for the test. So when it comes to driving, if you're not a new driver like me, but still if you're new to the place, then start observing your locality, your surroundings, the roads, signals, lights, roundabouts, everything, and gain confidence day by day. Even if you're traveling in buses or if you're traveling in car with your partner, start observing, look around and know your places well. That will help you a lot. And second thing, do a lot of mirror work. Here, especially in the exam, these examiners want you to check your mirrors every now and then. You should know which car is coming behind you, who is trying to overtake you. Especially when you're changing lanes, you have to be very careful. Sometimes the backside driver, he will let you go. So you have to check their indication. When they flash lights at you, you have to check them and take the lead and go. If you don't do that, again, it will be undue hesitation. Even if you're marked 3 times for undue hesitation, that will be a major for you. So you have to learn all these things and start improving yourself. I think it's not very difficult. You will definitely succeed. If I can get, you can also get. So follow these things and you will definitely be successful. It's not at all difficult. And once you get your license, it's very easy to drive on these roads, because here they're all disciplined drivers. They follow the rules and regulations very well. Now here I would like to introduce to you all Cherries app. If you're living in UK, you can download this app on your mobile phone. This is much similar to other shopping apps. Now using this app, I've ordered few products online and they have sent me by post like this in this type of box. So once you order any number of products, you can use my discount code, that is Rita's Diaries 20, on your first purchase and you'll be getting 20% discount offer. So if you're living in UK, make use of this offer. I bought few items using this app like clips and tray to put vegetables in refrigerator, baking pan, Dove soaps, Dove shower gel, fairy liquid, hand gloves, facial wipes, plastic mug and a soup box. You can buy whatever items you want to, but on your first purchase don't forget to use my code, that is Rita's Diaries 20, to avail the 20% discount offer. Do try it and share your feedback in the comment section. I hope you liked watching my today's video. Do give me your suggestions and feedback in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Also, if you are watching my channel for the first time and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and feel free to activate the bell icon at the bottom so that you won't miss out on my future uploads. Stay safe, stay connected. See you in another vlog.